Okay. So, as I left you off in the last video, I said I figured out the curve, and I did. Basically, I took a piece of straight, cut 1,000 cut lines in it, and bent it, and let the cut lines control how the curve works. And it kind of works. It's pretty straight. What I did not calculate is, well, here's the maybe the second curve. It wasn't hooked up. I was working on it the other night. This is another curve that I did. I was trying to match it. It's pretty good. It looks good. I have a doubler joint on this side, some flat that I welded to make it good. This is the welded side, and it looks okay. I mean, it's not great. It's not perfect, but it would have done the job. The problem is, oh yeah, and here's the other one. I already tagged it up this side. It's ground is smooth. Looks really nice, square, and everything else. That side is. The problem is, each one of these welds has shielding gas on it, and not saying that shielding gas is expensive, but when you're planning on doing something like this is a lot of welding gas and a lot of expense. I've gone through a half a tank of shielding gas, argon, welding this and that, plus that little piece on the back there, which is quite a bit, but at $65 a filling of it, it's kind of expensive. So, and I need to make probably 4 more of these, plus 2 more 45s, maybe 4 more 45s, and 4 more of the other. Basically, it's going to cost me close to $200 in gas for it. So instead, I've kind of nixed this, and I went down to Harbor Freight and bought me a 12-ton pipe bender, and it says it can do 2-inch square tubing on aluminum. So I'm going to get this set up, and we're going to bend our pipe that way. It saves me a bunch of welding work. Not that I'm complaining, because I kind of like welding. It's fun. Now, I don't actually hate it so much. Mainly whenever I'm not doing weird positions in really tight spots. But we're going to get this set up, and we'll have plenty of welding stuff to do later on. But yeah. And as you can tell, I've moved in here for all this welding work. I'll move back out there, but we're supposed to have nice weather, but rainy weather. Today's foggy and misty, so... But this will be part of the pre-work kind of thing. And what we're going to do is basically make us a bunch of little joints like this and tie it into the other piece. Probably drop us a little backing piece like we did in the inside pieces there. And this, slide it in there and slide it on and weld it up around that. Then we'll go up and we'll have a 45 somewhere, 45, and then tie it into the rest of it. It won't be as pretty shape, but we don't have the tools to do a pretty shape, but still looks pretty good. It's a good way to do 1 or 2 bends, and yeah, I'll find something to do with this, I'm sure. And then whenever I put it in, I'll just lay the sheet over it, and the sheet will follow the best laying sheet spot that I can, and go from there. Still haven't quite figured out my windows, but I am getting close to the point that I'm going to have to make a decision on those. Alright. I gotta figure out which one of these dies we want to use. Are we okay? There we go. 1/2 inch. That would give us the angle that we want. Be fine. Yep. I'm gonna read the instructions, I think, first, but just go ahead and drop this on there. Alright, I'm gonna sit here and read the instructions. Well, let me explain what's going on while my younger self reads this. I bought a bending vise so I could bend it for the price of what the argon gas. If it works, it'll actually save me money in the long run. If it doesn't, it will probably go back to the store. So, yeah, we're going to try it. See if you guys spot the problem. That's worthless. Well, that sucks. If I can use that scrap elsewhere. Try one more thing. I'm a little disappointed right now. Well, that was a bad failure, or a bad failure, but it was a failure. Maybe I could have put something else in it, like sand in it, but that is not acceptable. I would go with that. Before I went with that, it's not even really a good one. I'm guessing cuttings would be the best option. If you had a mill or a laser or something, we could probably do it. But that's way still cut whatever I can get off of this and use it for making more. But it looks like cutting is going to be my best option. It's kind of annoying. I did bend that really good though, that angle piece. But yeah, sucks. So more welding and grinding and welding and grinding and welding and grinding and welding and grinding. But that's okay because I can drill it. I can drop the thing in here and drill some rivets in here. That's why I need that thing. I need it square and straight, and by cutting it that way, I can get it square and straight. And how you can tell if it's cut straight is through the sight line. You can usually, if you have it here and you go and you can kind of see how the sight line goes across, but if it's crooked, you can tell the high side. It's like sight lighting down a scope or something like that, or a rifle barrel. I'll tell you most of the high spots. There's a high spot there, right up here. That's fine. We'll come through and we'll finish. We'll clean these welds up over here and come in maybe to hit some of these welds. I'm not too worried about this weld. This is more or less just to give the front the shape it needs. As long as this is solid and this is solid, this is solid. It'll have something else supporting the back, and I believe it's 90 degrees. So, sit down and start doing some more welding and grinding and welding and grinding and welding and grinding and welding and grinding. Won't be perfect, but yeah, it is what it is. And the other thing is, well, what's going on is partly I've been ordering stuff. The other thing is, prices of everything's going up. Aluminum that I bought 2 months ago has tripled in prices. Gas is going up. Fuel gas is going up. It seems like argon seems to be going up too. Maybe it's not. It's just my imagination. But between everything going up, and I had to buy more aluminum and I had to pay triple the price. It's like, golly, this kind of hurts. So, anyhow, well. See you when I get done.